Ladies and gentlemen, this is the EBU European Bantamweight Championship. Please welcome into the ring the challenger from Manosque, France, Karim Guerfi.
A distinctly Gallic flavour for the arrival of Karim Guerfi, 29 years old, and there's been a little bit of feeling between himself and Ryan Farrag in the run-up to this, in social media spats. Could be a really good fight, this one though, on paper. Beat Stefan Jamoy. That's good form. Back in 2013, got a unanimous decision against him. Jamoy was WBC #1 at the time. And he can box very well. We've seen him on Box Nation before. Losing to Janat Shakianov, Ricky Hatton's fighter in Sheffield a little while back. But at his best, he can be an impressive performer.
Please welcome into the ring the EBU European Bantamweight Champion from Liverpool, Ryan Farrag!
Ryan Farrag won the title in Belgium against the aforementioned Jamoy, had him down in the 7th round, stopped him in 9. Jamoy has a victory over Lee Haskins. Really competitive division, this bantamweight division. And Farrag, 28 years old, looking to defend that title here tonight. Previous holders of the European crown, including the likes of Alan Rudkin, Nazim Hamed, going back a bit further, Peter Keenan, and into the mists of time, Teddy Baldock and Jackie Petterson. Ryan Farrag, Liverpool, 28 years old, in his prime, but up against a real test tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, Frank Warren for Queensbury Promotions, sponsored by Raynham Steel, Coral and Lonsdale, proudly presents 12 3-minute rounds for the EBU European Bantamweight Championship here at the Echo Arena in Liverpool. Your officials are appointed by the European Boxing Union, and your 3 scoring judges at ringside are Mr. Arnold Golga of Germany, Mr. Beat Hussermann of Switzerland, and Mr. Anssi Periocki of Finland. Your EBU supervisor is Mr. Peter Stuckey of Switzerland. Your steward in charge is Alistair Hayes of the UK. And your timekeeper at the bell for the last time is Andy Easter of the UK. And when the action begins, your referee in charge is Mr. Massimiliano Bianco of Italy. And now, to introduce the contestants. Firstly, fighting out of the red corner stands a man with a record of 23 wins, 3 losses, with 6 KOs to his name. At yesterday's weigh-in, he scaled 8 stone, 6 pounds, and tonight he wears the yellow shorts. Please welcome, from Manosque, France, Karim Guerfi! And And across the ring in the blue corner stands a man whose record reads 15 wins, 1 loss with 4 KOs to his name. At yesterday's weigh-in, he scaled 8 stone, 6 pounds, and tonight he wears the red and white shorts. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the EBU European Bantamweight Champion from Liverpool, Ryan Farrag! Your referee will now give his final instructions to both boxers.
Okay. Is this okay, Dad? Yeah, that's okay. It's okay. Okay, guys, you know the rules. We are spoken in the locker. Okay, I don't want to see any rabbit punch. No punch to the kidneys. This is the belt line. Up is okay. Down, no. This is the belt line. Up is okay. Down, no. Okay. Touch gloves. You like.
Ladies and gentlemen, 12 threes for the EBU European Bantamweight Championship.
Farrag, stocky and powerful looking. Guerfi, a little bit taller, rangier. Just looks a little bit more drawn than the stocky Liverpudlian.
Seconds out, round 1.
Guerfi, arguably the more experienced. By 1 year, the older man. Guerfi has 3 wins since that defeat I was telling you about in Sheffield, one of them against Alejandro Gonzalez. Gonzalez, the man who had Frampton down a couple of times when Carl had a bit of an off night.
He's a good operator. We've seen him before, haven't we, in the flesh, me and you, John. And
he boxed well, can't he?
He boxed really well until he got stopped against Zaki Aniov.
Boxed really well till he got chinned.
Yeah, it was a good shot though. Overhand right, I think. But he's a good operator, and at this European level, he's very comfortable.
Well, he was clipped by an overhand right there from Farrag.
It's been a good fast start, I think, from Farrag.
Farrag had a good amateur record before he hit the pro ranks. Beat Luke Campbell as an amateur. One loss on his record came in a prize fighter competition against Lee Haskins, and he would very much like a Haskins rematch. Zolani Tete, another man who'd quite fancy Lee Haskins. Not sure whether Ryan had fancied Zolani Tete, mind you, maybe, you never know.
He would. He would. He's a real confident kid, and rightly so. You know, going away from home, and the way he won the European title against a real good kid as well in Jamoy. You know, that takes some doing.
That's a nice right hand. And a good opening round this, Barry.
And Farrag's winning the European title went unnoticed because no one thought he would win. So he almost went under the radar, and it was a tremendous win, and I'm glad he's getting to defend his title at home on a big stage.
Clipped by a left hook there, but he's beating Guerfi to the punch in this opening round.
Well, Guerfi's punch is just a little bit wide, and Farrag's right on the pipe, so his punches are getting there first, even though he's got the shorter arms. The better technique.
It's better from Guerfi. Those punches, of course, are met by complete indifference by the Liverpudlian crowd. It's a nice uppercut from Farrag. Entertaining opening round. Referee's not had a deal to do, has he?
Well, we were talking before we come on air tonight, and we felt that this had the potential to be the fight of the night. So, just real good matchmaking. It's a tough first defence, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
On paper, that is. He can make it look easy after this round, but I think this round is a taste of what the things to come.
Farrag didn't get lucky in that victory against Jamoy either. He was well up on the cards as well before he finished him off.
By the way, Jamoy is a fighter who's beat Lee Haskins.
Yep. Well, what an entertaining opening round that was. Both men having their share of success, but in my book, Ryan Farrag doing enough to take the opening 3 minutes.
Yeah, I'm in total agreement with you, John.
Good. A great start, using the jab well, boxing well and setting him up, making him miss right, which is key, you know what I mean? The nice thing you're doing is boxing him, keep boxing him, make him miss, keep making him miss, keep making him swing. Let him work his own energy out, if you know what I mean. Thanks. You just keep that jab on him. Good snapping shots. Your angles are good and your right hands are working well.
Breathe.
Don't reach with the right hand. It's only a small thing and you've only done it once, but don't do it again. Try not to reach with that shot. Work your way in with a jab where you go. You can throw it as a lead if you want to. Just don't reach with it. You know what I mean? Be under it. Otherwise, a great start. That's an hand in the bank. Boxing well. Just keep it up. All right. That good jab, that little face and the left hook off it. Working great. Boxing fairly well. $1 million in there.
Seconds out, round 2.
Oh,
Well, close opening round, not a lot between them. See if we have more of the same in this second. Farrag, though, taking the opening 3 minutes.
And straight out of the gate there, Farrag just dipping that shoulder, left hook the body, left hook over the top. Nice little right hand there, though, back from Guerfi. And a nice little uppercut from him also.
Paul and Mick Stevenson, the ones who look after Ryan. If you ever need a little bit of identification on that one, Paul's the hairier of the two. Oh, good shot from Guerfi. Farrag took it well. Comes back throwing bombs of his own, but there's another big right hand again from Guerfi.
So you're thinking in a safe distance with Guerfi, even though he's tall and you know he's got long arms, he punches even further than what you expect with that backhand, with that right hand. So he really extends, he really leans over, he turns from the waist, but he leans as well.
Pretty tall for a bantamweight, isn't he?
Yeah, but he gets so much length on that right hand, and that's what I think Farrag thought he was in a safe distance and got caught flush with it. That's where I'd rather Farrag just roll inside, roll underneath the punches rather than lean back too much. And take another right hand and again.
Caught again. Oh, he's landed a beautiful left hand of his own, and he saw Guerfi stumble back, maybe a slip more than anything. Not sure how hurt he was, but it was a lovely counter from Farrag.
It was a great left hook. I do think he slipped a little bit on the canvas, but it was a cracking left hook from Farrag.
Maybe just slipped on one of those advertising triangular things which look rather like a chocolate bar, a well-known chocolate bar. Other ones are available.
Oh, another right hand there from Guerfi.
Guerfi starting to find his range in this round.
Farrag slipping there as well.
Oh, it's surely not going to continue at this pace for 12 rounds. Farrag blowing a little bit, and we're only in the second. Good work. Body shot followed by the hook to the head. And from range, right hand, and again from Guerfi. And the left hook. Frenchman having a good spell here.
And Farrag trying to chase the fight a little bit. It's still early days, so not to panic yet. They're trying to chase the fight and getting caught coming in, rushing in. Just need to take a little breath, get stock of everything, and just work beyond the jab again.
Quality punches there from Guerfi in the last minutes of the round. Maybe doing enough to take it.
Oh, but yeah, definitely done enough for me to take. I think all the big shots come from Guerfi.
See again there. Farrag took some really solid shots, and there's where he stumbled back, and as we thought, it was on the advertising.
It was a good shot, and it was a good shot, and he felt it, hit him off balance, but the slip was the advertising board. Some cracking right hands there from Guerfi, and Farrag is just leaning back.
It showed again, didn't it, what you were saying about him being able to throw power shots from range. Farrag being caught repeatedly.
He just gets an extra couple of inches on the shot where you don't expect him. So, but I like Farrag rather than lean back over. Once you lean over the back foot, all the weight's on over the back foot. You've got nowhere else to go. You're off balance. So if he extends, you've got to take the shot, and that's what's happening to Farrag. You got to dip and you got to turn.
Liverpool 1, Manosk 1, Farrag 1, Guerfi 1. That's how we've got it as they move now into the third. Talking about Ryan Farrag's previous, he had a good stoppage win against Jason Booth, didn't he? There's not too many have done that.
You know, that was up in Aintree, I remember that. That was a fantastic night. It wasn't a Booth of a peak, a prime Booth, but it was still a dangerous Booth, and he came out and he just... it was a tremendous win for a young kid.
The fancy down footwork from Farrag. Oh, both of them really landing heavy shots here. It's turning into a bit of a macho man sort of contest, this.
The best shot of them exchange over to the left hook from Guerfi.
Well, that's a great right hand as well, over the top. Neither of them noted single punch knockout artists.
That's better from Farrag. I think you've got to keep that left hand up. I know he got a nice relaxed start and he has to get some rhythm in his work, but with that left hand low and Guerfi being so tall, such long levers, he's finding a home for that right hand every time he throws it.
I say Guerfi can't miss, can he, when he goes over the top, and there's another one which gets through from a lower angle this time.
Boxing very well here, the Frenchman, just moving, circling.
He did this when we saw him before in Sheffield, and then went up getting clipped, didn't he? But he has fought at a good level as Karim Guerfi, and acquitted himself well. This was never going to be any sort of easy bowl over for Ryan Farrag, and it's looking anything but that. No! Great left hand. Tremendous left hand. Farrag simply didn't see it. And I think he is in very dangerous territory. I think it's all over. It's going to finish right here. And Karim Guerfi, the Frenchman, is leaping onto the ringside ropes. And he has landed one of the best punches of his career.
Just fantastic performance there from Guerfi. It was the fight that we expected, though. It was on paper. It was such a difficult fight to call. Such an evenly matched fight. But you know, just a great shot there from Guerfi, and he's going to calm down a bit now. He's the away fighter. The crowd booed him because of his celebrations a little bit too wild, but
well, understandable excitement from him.
Cracking shot,
not exactly shared by the Farrag corner, which you can understand, but it was a terrific shot, that left hand.
Do you know, he reminds me of a Frenchman. He was an old man called Afi de Gelti in the 90s.
I remember him.
I beat him, but he was a real big puncher, left hook, and he came over here and he knocked out the few of our British Fighters. Dean Pithy, Alex Shepard, Charles Shepard, I should say.
Let's watch again here. Look for the left hand. Here it comes. That's the one.
It's a great shot. And do you know what? Except for him sitting on the ropes there, Farrag, he haven't done too much wrong. He took a low one there to the hip there, Farrag. See, he's not too much wrong. You haven't opened his hands up too much there, Farrag. Except for his back on the rope. And these are the problems. See, when someone's on your back on the rope, you're going to know what to move. See, that's just a well-timed left hook.
He had his glove protecting his chin. It was just a precision shot.
It's just listen, it's boxing, isn't it? You know, sometimes that's what happens. But a good, well-delivered shot from Guerfi. But Guerfi's one of these fighters, like I said, like the Gelti from the 90s. He's at home. He's comfortable at the European level. He'll never be world level, Guerfi, but he's European level, and he's a very hard man to beat. And listen, Farrag will come back from this. He had a good start. You know, it was a good competitive fight. He just got caught with a shot. He didn't get outboxed. He didn't get beat up.
Bit of disappointment and a little bit more of a diplomatic response now from Guerfi, who's urging the Liverpudlian fans to give credit to Ryan Farrag. But what a good performance from Guerfi, who'd been getting on top of him, lost the opening round, dominated the second, and in the third, well, what a shot that left hook was. And when you're looking for great knockout punches, that was one of them. We're going to go up into the ring now, because I think the bindings have been cut off. The gloves have been removed. The fighter's now going to join our referee, Massimiliano Bianco of Italy, in centre ring. The belt is there, and Mark Burdis can tell us now, and just remind us of the exact timing of when that finish came.
Ladies and gentlemen, at 2 minutes 3 seconds of the third round, the contest has been stopped. The winner by TKO, and now the new EBU European Bantamweight Champion from Manosque, France, in the red corner, Karim Guerfi!
Good performance, and he's now getting a sporting round of applause from a knowledgeable Liverpudlian crowd. The belt is wrapped around his waist.
Ryan
Farrag, well, brave, and he started so well in that opening round. But Guerfi, what a punch he found, Steve.